Lights, camera, and action. We are rolling. This is a live broadcast, live and in person. You are in this streaming universe. It's an amazing moment here at my English school. We are so super technological here. We are coming at you, to Maya's teachers, directly from the internet.
Italy.
From Italy, exactly. So we want to welcome you all to this fine and fabulous focus today. What can we say? It is a focus 8 to 10, and the title is Dun 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 to be revealed. But first, we shall introduce ourselves. I am Monique. Hello.
This is me.
This is me. Yes, this is Kate. This is
Hi.
me. I'm Monique. I am from Los Angeles, California, and I live in Bologna, Italy, and I teach at Bologna Mille. And we would like you to tell us as well. What is your name? Where are you from? Where do you live? And what social networks do you use?
Yes, tell us.
I will pass the flower on to you.
Yeah, thank you. Wait, no.
This, no, and this.
Give me that.
Is
Okay. My name is Kate. I am from the United States of America, from Portland, Oregon. I live in a small town just 20 minutes north of Bologna called San Giovanni in Persiceto. It's a lovely little town. And I've been living in Italy for 3.5 years now.
But tell me, Kate, do you have a cat?
I do have a cat. His name is Byron, like the poet, Lord Byron. And he is very cute and also kind of evil, but very
Great.
cute.
Fantastic. You mean evil like Dr. Evil?
Yes.
Wow. And where is Byron right now?
Byron is in the other room, probably bothering my husband.
Okay, fantastic. Good. Is he very good at that?
Yes. So when the cat wants attention, he just destroys everything.
Perfect. It's a good tactic, right? It works. I mean, some people are like that too, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So we have Alex. Hello, Alex. Welcome. Hi, everyone. I'm Alex, and I'm a student of Maya's in Modena. Very cool. So you're not far from us. That's what, about an hour from Bologna.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice, Alex. It's nice to see you. Nice to meet you. Our intro question is, what social networks do you use and why? Dun, dun. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, hi, Monique and Kate. I'm Filippo from Rimini, also very close. And I use only WhatsApp. And during this quarantine, Google Duo. What is Google Duo?
What is Google Duo? Can you tell us? I'm looking it up. Google Duo, the simple video calling app. How interesting.
So it's like for only 2 people, because duo means 2.
Right.
So a pair of 2 people or a couple.
That's very interesting. Yeah, okay, great. And how about, should we maybe, before even saying what we use, maybe name some social networks? So for example, Instagram, TikTok,
Bing. Facebook, Bing.
Facebook,
Reddit, Bing.
Reddit, Twitter,
Bing. Tumblr, Ding.
Tumblr, that's right.
We have
etc. There's
Pinterest.
probably old ones. ICQ, which was once upon a time.
ICQ. That's like 1995.
I know, dude. I used ICQ. I remember it well. I would talk to my friend in Canada in the year 1999 with ICQ. It was very avant-garde.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Francisco from Udine. I usually use all social networks from Facebook to YouTube.
Alex says Telegram. What is Telegram?
It's like WhatsApp.
Oh, is it? Do you use Telegram?
I have it installed, but I don't know anyone who uses it, and most people prefer WhatsApp. So.
Yeah, social networks are not very social when there's not other people you know that use it, right? Okay, great. So, Kate, what social networks do you use and why?
Oh, I use a lot of Tumblr. I would say most of the time I'm using Tumblr because you can make, because it's very visual, first of all. So on Tumblr, a lot of people post really pretty pictures and photos from all around the world, inspirational quotes. So it's very beautiful. Also, I like Tumblr because you can make multiple blogs. So it's not like Twitter, it's not like Facebook where you have one account and that's you. But instead on Tumblr, you can have one account, but then connected to that account, you can have different blogs for different themes. So for instance, I have a personal one, I have one, dedicated to a video game, and I have one dedicated to my writing. So you can do many different things.
Fantastic. That's super interesting. I've never used Tumblr. That's cool. Yeah. Has anyone out there ever used Tumblr? And for me, I would say I use Instagram probably more than other social networks. And why? I am enjoying the live feeds. I really enjoy this fitness instructor in Bologna who does total body every evening at 7 p.m. and he is really, really fun. So Instagram allows me to then watch that stream. The other day, there was also some interesting streaming that I watched. I think that's cool. That's a cool function. And one thing I like about Instagram's stream more than Facebook's is that it seems less invasive. Tie into our theme today in our focus, it seems less invasive. So I can use it more kind of standoffish. I don't like Facebook. I mean, I have used it a lot as a musician in the past. I like it as a promotional tool, but I do not like it as I find it invasive. So that's me personally.
No, I agree.
Yeah. So let us know, everyone, why you use the social networks that you use, and let us reveal, dun dun,
Big Brother
of the day is. Yes.
Big Brother is watching you. Let us know also in the comments if you can tell us which very famous book or novel, where does the phrase or the expression Big Brother come from, and what does it mean?
Good call. Yeah. Where does the expression Big Brother
come from?
Yeah, and it is not from television.
It's not from television.
For sure. Do you have any brothers or sisters, by the way?
Kind of. So I have 2 half sisters and a half brother, but they're all much older than me.
And where do they live?
It depends. For my oldest sister, she lives, I think, right now in New Jersey.
Wow, like my friend Carolyn.
Yeah. And my younger brother, the youngest, well, he's not younger than me, but the youngest brother, he's living in Philadelphia. The middle, I don't have a relationship with my middle sister, so I have no idea.
Gotcha. So do you have a big brother though? You do?
Yes, it's, he is technically
a big half brother.
Yeah, my big half brother. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a big brother, although I would have had a big brother, but he died in childbirth. So I don't have a big brother, but I do have a little brother who lives in Brooklyn, in New York. Yeah, Filippo, got it. Excellent. 1984 by George Orwell. Good. And Francesco also. Fantastic. Okay, very nice. And another question. Who is Big Brother, right?
Who is he? What does it mean?
Yeah, what does it mean? Who is Big Brother, right? Do you have any answers? Who is Big Brother?
Tell us.
Dun, dun, dun. Exactly. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun. Big Brother is watching you.
Is Big Brother watching us right now?
Probably.
Is Big Brother studying English?
Is to the NSA agent that's watching me.
Hello and welcome.
Yeah, hello.
Welcome, Big Brother. How are you? Hello. We have Anna joining us all the way from Palermo, Sicily. Fantastic.
Hi,
welcome, Anna. Anna is yellow tulips. That's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, okay.
Wonderful.
So as we wait for you to tell us who is Big Brother, why don't we look at the objectives of today's focus? And remember, you can type in at any time if you have questions to ask or you want clarifications about grammar. We are very happy to oblige.
To oblige you.
So, yes. So, Kate, the objectives.
As the objectives. Big Brother. In this focus activity, spying on people, surveillance, and using passives.
It's a funny example. It's not exactly spying, but our boss, who is in charge of all the teachers at the school we teach at in Bologna, she sometimes comes in to the different webinars to check to see how is the webinar going. It's not exactly spying because it's not secretive, but sometimes she could come in, not say she's there, and that's sort of spying. The internet is very strange because it's a place where you don't always know who is there.
Yeah. Oh, that's when you say it like that, it's ominous.
It is ominous. Yeah, good vocabulary. Ominous, which means spooky. Ominous. Anna says, fantastic Palermo, I love it. Yeah, beautiful city. So ominous, spooky. We have Filippo says, today it's a threat for our privacy. I think he's talking about Big Brother.
Yes. And you say a threat to our privacy.
A threat to our privacy. Mm-hmm. We have Marco from Bologna. Hello, Marco. How are you? It's so nice to see you. Welcome. We are talking about Big Brother. Dun, dun, dun.
Good to see you again, Marco.
Yes, it's very nice to see you. It's difficult to say who is Big Brother, right?
The government?
Maybe.
Is it the government? Is it companies, large multi-million-dollar companies? Is it I don't know, secret intelligence agencies?
Secret agent man. Secret, which you could also say secret Asian man, which sounds really funny.
I would say little Asian man.
Oh, really? Yes. Great. So,
and also it could just be your mom.
This is true. I am convinced that, my grandma once spied on me. She took my diary and read it when I was 15. It was traumatic.
It was horrible.
Terrible. Yeah. But all right, let's dive in with this cool stencil and see. So we start with some questions for you. So Big Brother is watching. Number 1, what is surveillance? And what types are there? So in that picture, what is that? A drone, I guess?
It's a drone.
Yeah. So tell us, what is surveillance and what types are there?
Type in the comments what you think is the answer.
Exactly. So, and yeah.
I think that Big Brother is scary.
Exactly. What is surveillance? Shall we read the other 2 questions as they're answering?
Sure. And then we have number 2. Ding. How much do you value your privacy?
Exactly.
Let us know.
How much do you value? So to value something is to put, to give value to something. So how much do you value your privacy? That is a very good question, I think.
It is a fantastic question.
Yeah, because we all use the internet, but do we think about privacy issues?
Yes, but the internet makes it quite difficult, right? To avoid. So you go to a page, I just want to read some news. Then they say, will you accept cookies? I want to say no, but then they're like, they ask me, are you sure? Are you positive? Yeah. Well, you can't look at this page if you don't accept our cookies. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And so
exactly. Do you delete your cookies from now and again?
I have an antivirus that cleans up all the cookies that are dropped in my computer.
That's great. Nice. Francesco is suggesting surveillance, someone who is watching you and knows what you are doing. Good description. What about Alex?
Surveillance is when some people observe you. Also a really good description.
Yeah, exactly. Surveillance. It's not nice to be under surveillance. Sometimes if you think of a prison or a jail, there's surveillance 24/7, meaning 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What about Anna?
Yesterday, there was a bug in a government website, INPS's website. I know that's difficult. And there was a huge problem of privacy. We say a huge problem with privacy.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Very good example. Very good example. Yeah.
Nice.
So, okay. And what about question number 2? How much do you value your privacy? Meaning, is privacy important to you? Do you think about it when you surf the internet? Let's see here.
Surveillance can be something that you do, that is done.
He says it also. So surveillance can be something that is done.
You can make this into a passive. And take do and give us the past participle. So to say surveillance can be something that is done to protect you, which is perfect, but could also be intrusive. Yes.
Absolutely. That's a very good definition as well. Yeah. Something that is done. So here, check this out, Filippo. So surveillance can be something that is done to protect you.
And that's a passive there. And that was good.
But it could also, here's where the it comes in, but it could also be intrusive. I agree. Absolutely. And tell us, how much do you value your privacy? Is it important to you? Kate, how much do you value your privacy?
A lot.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's, okay, my best friend in Portland, Shauna, once said something that I think is very true, where she said, anything that you don't like, if someone doesn't know something, they can't feel entitled to have an opinion about it. So a lot of people think because they know something about you, that information is now theirs and in their control. And it's just, I think, better for all of us that we have space to make so people can't, feel that they have control over a part of your life. They can influence parts of your life that are private and personal.
Yeah, but the question is there even private and personal anymore?
I think so. I think there are definitely things that many people don't know about me, and I'm very happy with that.
It's difficult. I find it difficult because we, over time passes, and time is, if we share something on a social network and time passes, right? I have things on Facebook from 10 years ago, but I have a lot of them hidden. But is it really hidden?
No, probably not. I mean, in the end, if it's on the internet, it can be accessed in some way.
It's somewhere, yeah.
Exactly.
Anna's saying sometimes, good point, Anna, sometimes employers want to control employees. Absolutely, right?
That is very true.
And there are 2 E's, employees.
And there is a point where they become too involved with your personal life, right? So things that an employer, maybe it's something that doesn't affect your job, but, they still are interested in, having an opinion about. And again,
I mean, it's sort of funny and cute, but a while back at MIAS, we had a staff meeting where I think it was our old boss had chosen some photos of us from Facebook, and it was embarrassing, but funny. He didn't use that as a threat or anything, but I'm not sure if you remember, but it was like, okay, that's
like old embarrassing photos.
Anna says privacy is very important, especially that of minors. Very good point.
Absolutely. And that is another big concern, right? With minors now having easy access to the internet. Yeah, I agree with you, Anna. Actually, I get a little, I feel defensive as well when I see those, because I feel that's a threat to those people's children. But again, I feel also that maybe it's not my place to have an opinion, so I go back and forth. But I understand, right?
One thing, Anna, exactly, very clear, but remember we say I can't stand, not I don't stand, right? I don't stand would be the verb to stand. I don't stand up, or I don't sit down. But I can't stand means I cannot handle. It's terrible. I cannot deal with. I can't stand when, I don't know, when this happens, right? I can't stand, but very good point. Yeah. I mean, this brings up this question here. Freedom of speech.
Okay, let's talk about that, because we can talk about that if you want.
Yeah. Let's just see Filippo's comment here for number 2. How much do you value your privacy? He says, I don't use the mean social networks, so I think to protect my privacy, enough. I think that I protect my privacy. Okay, great, Filippo. Yeah.
The mean. Yeah, good.
Yeah, excellent.
Oh, and he did. He corrected that. Good job.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Very nice.
Good.
Oh, I actually thought he meant mean, like the social network is mean. I thought it was the adjective to describe the social network. Okay, very good.
Fair enough.
Shall we read the third question as well, and then maybe go back to freedom of speech?
Sure. We have number 3. Do you ever worry that your communications are being monitored?
Very interesting question. So monitor as a noun can be your computer monitor, but to monitor is to check on someone. So maybe in a classroom, for example, we're both teachers and we monitor the students in a very innocent way. We want to check your English, but sometimes you can be monitored from a more invasive point of view, right?
You're welcome.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you.
Thank you.
So do you ever worry that your communications are being monitored? Do you ever worry about that, Kate?
Okay. In the moment that I am doing something, no. But when I reflect on the past, maybe. It depends. I think I am careful about the kind of jokes or the things that I say because of things that I have heard have happened. Like I don't want to be taken out of context. Okay. So I try to be mindful of that, but that's about it, really.
Nice. Yeah, I don't really worry that my communications are being monitored. In fact, I assume they are.
Yeah, they probably
are. I mean, I can't fathom, meaning I can't imagine the world of Big Brother, of intelligence agencies. So I just imagine they are watching. And in fact, like before, we say, hello, intelligence agencies. Hello, Big Brother, how are you?
To the NSA agent watching this,
yeah.
If your first language is not English, then I hope you're enjoying this lesson.
Yeah, exactly. Learning something. Monica says, hello, everyone. I'm from Novara. Okay, drone. Yes, that is a drone. Very good, Monica. Welcome. Nice to have you.
To the post-police state. Yeah, there we go.
Police state. Great. Alex here. Can you read Alex's comment?
Sure. Privacy and cookies check what you search on the web. Good. And then they share your data, not database, but your data to some company. A database is a collection of information. So they have a database. It's your data.
Right. Very good point. Yeah, they check what you search on the web and they share your data. Absolutely. Yeah. Customs agents. Okay.
Customs agents.
Customs.
Yeah, customs agents are definitely Big Brother. Got to pay that tax. It's that money.
Yeah, seriously. All right, shall we move forward? What do you think?
Yeah, we were talking about freedom of speech earlier.
Oh, yes, that's true. Yeah, we can bring that back up. Freedom of speech. What is freedom of speech?
Tell us, what is freedom of speech? This is
I would say freedom of speech is the possibility to share your opinions, period. Yeah. You can share them where you choose to, right? You can share them with the internet. You could share them with journalism. You can share them with people you meet, with your friends. What is freedom of speech for you, Kate?
Freedom of speech is a complicated thing for me because I believe that it doesn't really exist in the way that it's presented. So we all have freedom of speech, but it's true that some kinds of speech will always will repress or suppress other kinds of speech. So for example, if I'm allowed to say something hateful, then the people who are in the minority who I am directing my comments toward, they're not being represented. So my freedom of speech is protected, but theirs now is suddenly being harmed. So it's a difficult balance, and really it's about freedom of speech is a selective thing. So in this case, it's about choosing who is free to say what, really. Who are we supporting? Whose speech?
I mean, I think ideally one can express their views and their opinions freely, ideally. Then we get to the theme of censorship, which, for example, in China is a huge problem, right?
Yes.
Then there's the idea that in the West, there is more freedom of speech to a certain extent, right? Let's see what Anna is sharing. When I'm on the beach, I often think that I can accidentally be in some photos that someone is sharing. No, Anna.
Yeah, no, it's true, right? No, Anna.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true.
So yeah, you're like trying not to be in the background.
Exactly. She adds, in many countries, there isn't the freedom to share your opinion. This is very true. Monica says, my privacy is very important. Good.
That's right.
Can you read Filippo's?
Yes, number 3. Yes, it's possible. Smartphones have assistant apps. Good. That remain to listen to you and your GPS system. Yeah, yes, exactly. So you, for example, have apps that track your location if you have your location services turned on. And even if you don't, the phone company can identify where your calls are coming from, as well as the calls that you're receiving. So Absolutely. They can,
Yeah. Monica says, no, I don't worry that my communications are being monitored. Good. That's great. No, we are very lucky to live in a democracy. Absolutely. Agreed.
Yeah.
Shall we move forward? How are you feeling? Yeah? Okay. 3, 2, and dun dun. We have some vocabulary here. So let's see. Let's read through, and what we want to do is match them. So I'll read the left-hand side, right? We want to know, what do the following words mean? The title, Gathering Intelligence, Getting Data, Intelligence About People. So we see espionage, soft G, espionage, monitor, eavesdrop, wiretap, bug, spy, and GPS. Kate, would you like to read the other? Oh, Monica has lunch. That's okay. Have a nice lunch. We'll see you next time.
See you next time. So then we have on the right, a person who secretly collects information, using spies to gain information, a device that allows you to listen to someone's conversation, to observe and track progress, to conceal surveillance equipment inside something, a system that tracks location, and to secretly listen to a conversation.
Right. So we want to match these up. So let's start with the first one, espionage. Espionage, which has the word to spy in it, right? Espionage. So which one of these is it? Espionage. Espionage. Such an interesting word, huh? Espionage. Can you think of a word that rhymes with espionage?
Dressage.
What is dressage?
Dressage is the art of English horseback riding, like competitively, where horses have to jump particular hurdles. They need to canter or trot in particular ways.
Oh.
Yeah, and they need to be groomed, and it's very
interesting. That's funny. Canter is a verb to mean do that with the horse, like tuk 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 tuk. And a cantor is also in the Jewish religion someone who sings.
Yeah.
Funny. All right, let's see here. Filippo says 1B, Francesco 1B. Anna is saying using spies to gather information. Let's check it out. Okay,
That's
good.
right. Good job.
Exactly. Also, massage rhymes with espionage. Oh, no, it doesn't. Massage, espionage. Sort of. All right, the next one is monitor. Which one is to monitor? So we have a verb, right? Espionage, noun. Monitor, to monitor, a verb.
To monitor.
Yeah, in this case, a verb. It can, of course, also be a noun, but in this case, it's a verb. So you can monitor. What can you monitor?
You can monitor your children. You can monitor your English students.
You can monitor your internet speed at home.
And we do.
Yeah.
We got to watch go up and down. Okay, to observe.
Exactly. Fantastic. The next one is funny. Eavesdrop. Eavesdrop.
Eavesdrop. So I'll give you an example. So the other day, I was having a funny conversation with someone, and in the other room, our other teacher, Aaron, replied to a comment I made, and I did not know he was there, so I was frightened. I went, and it's because he was eavesdropping.
That is very funny. Yeah, at my English school, you all are MyS students, right? So you know that at MyS, there are no rooms, right? There's no doors or rooms. So it's very easy to eavesdrop. Sometimes you maybe, right, you hear someone and then you go, oh, that's very interesting.
And then,
and then you eavesdrop from the other room. Exactly. So maybe that other teacher doesn't know that you're there, but you're like in the other room behind the door.
Listening.
Okay. Or the non-door.
The non-door. You're behind the wall.
Anna says like a teacher. Exactly.
Like a teacher, exactly.
Yeah, it's a monitor. So which one is it? Let's see here. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Good job, Anna, to secretly listen to a conversation.
Fantastic. Well done. Now we have wiretap. So to tap is this, tap. Like if anyone are musicians and you have a metronome, you tap the tempo. Duck, duck, duck. But this is wiretap.
Wires.
Good, Filippo. Yeah, exactly. Secretly listen to a conversation.
Good.
So what would wiretap be?
Yeah. So there, for example, people talk about their phones being wiretapped, right? One of the most famous scandals, I think, might have been, was Richard Nixon. Was it a wiretap, or was it a bug?
I'm not sure.
I don't either.
That's a very good example, the Watergate scandal, right? Where there was the attempt to hide information that then was revealed, right? So wiretap might be like, I'm talking to Kate. Hi, Kate. How are you? Yeah. And then it's wiretap. So somebody else is also listening to our conversation. Anna says, when I was young, I used to eavesdrop on.
You used to say on.
Drop on, my brother. That's fantastic. I mean, fantastic. I don't know. It's cute, maybe. It depends, right?
No, it's funny, isn't it? Because they're young. Children eavesdrop on each other all the time.
Yeah. Okay, Filippo is suggesting that 4 is E. Let's check it out. A, B, C. No, actually. So 4 would be C, right?
Yeah, but they're similar.
These are all similar words, but so wiretap is an actual device that allows you to listen to someone's conversation. So do you have a wiretap there, Kate?
What? No, I hope not.
So it's often used in spy films, right? It's like a little object that then you put and you're tapping into, like, honestly, we don't have wiretaps here, but it's an actual object. A wiretap. So we have the last 3 ones. How about a bug? So as we know, a bug is like bzzz, a mosquito or a fly. Those are bugs, right? But what is the verb? Oh, no, not the verb.
It is a noun.
It is a verb, though. To bug someone. It's to
bug someone. Yeah, to bug. Yeah, like if I say, hi, Monique, hi. That's bugging Monique.
But that would be she bugs me, right?
Yeah.
But what is this? A bug.
So let's have another working example.
Good
So
call.
now, when we are talking about a situation where maybe the police are not sure something illegal is happening, but they have permission from a judge to try to find out. So they use a bug, or they put a bug in a specific location, like someone's house, to observe, right? To see
Good point.
what's really happening.
Yeah, to spy, right? Let's
Yeah,
see
spy.
here. Filippo is suggesting E. Excellent.
It is
Yeah.
yes.
Well done, E. Yeah, so well done, E. So bug, yes, to conceal surveillance equipment inside something, right?
And it's a verb and a noun. So you can
Right.
bug someone's house, like, oh no, we need to leave. It's the I don't know, the phones are bugged or something. And also to put a bug somewhere, so it's a noun as well.
Very good point. What about the next one? To spy. This is sort of the topic of this entire focus, to spy. Like, there's a game, I Spy. I can't remember. What is it? I Spy.
With my little eye.
And does that mean I see something and I want you to find it, right? Yeah. So it's a game. But you can spy on someone. Like, you can spy on, I don't know, you would watch someone. Well, we'll let you guys guess.
Your little brother.
Spy on your little brother. Yeah. So they don't know that you're watching, but you're like peeking and spying. What are you doing? But often parents will spy on their children. Oh, Filippo, great. Okay. Anna, Filippo, both saying A. Okay, fabulous. Good. And GPS, Global Positioning System, I believe. A system that tracks location. Fabulous. Great job, everyone. So if you have any questions about these words, just write them in the comments. If there are no questions, let us move forward. So we want to use these vocabulary. So again, it's eavesdrop, espionage, monitor, spy, GPS, bug, wiretap, and information. And the title is A Covert History. What is covert?
To be covert. Okay, so first, let's say covert is an adjective. Okay, to be covert, or something is covert, number one. Number two, a covert history. So we can talk about, for example, the Watergate scandal. When they went into Richard Nixon's office, right, to try to put a bug or a wiretap, this is what we would call a covert operation, right?
Yeah, good vocabulary there. Yeah. So covert could also be considered hidden operation. It's a bit more than hidden because it's usually with something secret, but yeah, covert operation. So what we'll do is we'll read through, and one is already done, so we'll start with two, and we want you to fill in the vocab. So, well, let's read sentence by sentence. So, spying and surveillance, sometimes also called one, espionage, are as old as civilization itself.
Most often, surveillance occurred as a means to gather and collect and to the actions of other people.
Exactly. Originally, it was conducted through the use of individual 4 who stole information, or 5 on conversations.
As technology developed, surveillance techniques changed to include things like people's phones, computers, and even tracking their movements with technology.
Yes. So let us know what these Us are. What are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you tell us spying and surveillance, also sometimes called espionage, are as old as civilization itself. So civilization's pretty old. So we have Filippo suggesting information, good, to collect information and to monitor.
Well done.
Excellent. To monitor the operations of others.
Yeah, it's good. Now we have originally, it was conducted through the use of individual what? Tell us.
Yeah, of individual.
Individual.
Something.
Of individual.
A little bit of a one time I was part of my friend's short film, and what we had to do was sit at a dining room table. There was about 8 of us. This was so fun. You would have loved it, I'm sure. And we had to talk gibberish, basically, but very emphatically. So it was like, "Dein Gonta Dambao, aho, telo haedal, nesereverikomanata."
Wow, it sounds like
So fun.
it sounds like The Sims. That's how they sound. The little Sims, the
I
game.
don't know the Sims.
It's a little video game. They have their own little language, and that's how they sound when they speak. Like hoobity baba, yee herbert.
So much fun. That's so cool. Yeah. I mean, that's sometimes when we learn a new language, there's part of that. It's kind of improvising, right?
Yeah, that's how I sound when I speak Italian, guys.
Really lovely. So what's next here? Originally, it was conducted through the use of individual what?
Individual what?
What might it be? Dun, 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 dun. Is it time to give the harmonica background music? Well, we have no here. Filippo is
An answer. Ready?
all righty, Filippo.
Wiretap, eavesdrop. So you say originally it's conducted through the use of individual wiretaps. No. So I'll give you a hint. There's something we didn't talk about in the previous slide. So when we talked about the word, and I'll just give it to you, to spy, we talked about spying as a verb, like an action. But remember, a spy is also a person. It's also a job. Like the most famous spy that everyone knows, of course, is James Bond.
Yeah, 007.
Dun, 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 dun. So he's a secret agent. He's also a spy. Okay.
Secret agent man. Exactly. So Filippo, exactly. Spy. In this case, spy is plural, right? And it's Y to IES. It was conducted through the use of individual spies who stole information or eavesdropped. So yeah, awesome. Very good, Filippo. Good. So eavesdropped, past tense, on conversations. As technology developed, surveillance techniques changed to include things like people's phones. What can you do to someone's phone? So, for example, here is my phone. What can you do?
Here you
to receive my? What if Kate? If you want to listen to my phone calls, well, if you want to hear what I'm saying, how would you?
Yeah, what would I do, guys? I think I would use some kind of technological device to listen to your conversation secretly.
Yeah, something that goes like bzzz, some little tiny thing that I could stick on. Shall we reveal it? What do you think? All right, 3, 2, shkabam.
It's a wiretap, a wiretap.
Remember, it's tap, a wiretap. So yeah, like wiretapping people's phones.
What else? So there's a similar verb to wiretap, which is oh, we have Anna. Yes, good job. It's wiretap. Anna, good.
Great, nicely done.
So okay. So as technology developed, surveillance techniques changed to include things like wiretapping people's phones, computers.
Yeah, what is the wiretapping people's phones?
There you go. Perfect.
Awesome. Well done. Yeah, bugging computers. Yeah.
And even tracking their movements with what kind of technology?
So again, it's as technology developed, surveillance techniques changed to include things like wiretapping people's phones, bugging computers, and even tracking their movements with this
got it.
technology.
Filippo got it.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes, technology. Good job.
Excellent. So very nicely done. Let's see if we have time. We shall move forward and read one paragraph here about a classic case of whistle blowing, right? This is a case of whistle blowing. So, Kate, can you read the fine text and let's see, why is this a case of whistle blowing?
All right. One nation under surveillance. Edward Snowden, a 29-year-old former CIA employee, revealed himself as the source of a series of leaks on the NSA and cyber surveillance. He hopes that by making this information public, the NSA will be forced to change its policies.
So, whistleblowing. Edward, are there any new vocabulary in this? And what is whistleblowing? So, Kate, what is whistleblowing?
So, whistleblowing is a very specific verb. It when someone blows the whistle or is a whistleblower, they get information, like secret information about a company or the government. Typically, it's usually the government. And they reveal that information to the public. So Edward Snowden was was a CIA agent.
He is. I think he's alive.
Oh, he is, but I mean, he's not employed with the CIA anymore.
Okay.
So he was a CIA agent. Now he is not.
Right.
But when he discovered a secret information, that he believed that the American public, so the people that live in America, that they should know about the things the government was doing. So he revealed that information and he became what we call a whistleblower. What is a whistle, Monique?
Good question. Yeah, a whistle is usually, it's used in sports a lot, right? So it's a small little object where you go, well, and it's a verb actually. To whistle is to whistle, right?
Yeah.
So to blow a whistle at the beginning of a football match, it's and the game starts. So you discover information that you find unacceptable and that you feel you need to let people know. This is a whistle blower, right?
Exactly. And it's because, like with a whistle, they're calling your attention to something. So like the referee uses the whistle to call a timeout in a football match. He goes, "Hey," and everyone stops and gives him their attention. Yes, it's like that. It's like industrial espionage or government. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, excellent. So is there any new vocabulary in here? Let's see here. He revealed himself, right? So he came out, basically. He said, I have this information. I want to let you know, right?
Yes.
We see leaks. What are leaks?
Yeah. What is a leak? Okay.
Leak information.
So
share secret information.
In my old apartment, when it would rain, sometimes rain would come from the ceiling. It would come into my apartment because the roof leaked. So the water could escape into a place it's not supposed to go.
Yeah, or maybe you have a mug that has a crack and then the water leaks out of it, right? It's a leak. So in this case, you have a lot of information that then you leak. You reveal the information.
Yeah, there's a crack and the information goes.
Exactly. So is there any vocab to review, would you say, from our... Should we, let's see, what about surveillance? What is surveillance?
I think we talked about this before. Surveillance. So if I go to a grocery store or a shop, there are cameras everywhere. And so surveillance is...
Yeah, To monitor, to surveil. We want to remind you all that there is the MyS SOS Facebook group that you can always go to as well, because our lovely webinar is finishing in 30 seconds. But remember, you can always go there. The webinars are during the day, but if in the middle of the night you wake up with an English question, you can go on to MyS SOS Facebook group and ask, and you will get answered at some point. So we want to thank you very much. It's been very interesting sharing this time with you. Keep your information safe. Keep your secret secret. Don't spill the beans.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Don't tell anyone we met. No, okay. And we wish you a beautiful day and a beautiful lunch, because for me it is lunchtime and maybe for you. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Kate. And we'll see you in the next webinar, which is starting in 10 minutes. Goodbye, everyone. Cheerios.